So on today's episode, we are sounding the alarm to everyone out there to save the date for this year's Thermostat Cultures live event that will take place on Friday, November 8th, 2024. Welcome back to the Thermostat with Jason Barger. If you're currently on a commute, a walk, or just a micro break in your day, glad you're making time to step back, to think, and to reflect on the next steps on your journey. I've never been more convinced the best leaders and team cultures in the world are the ones that make time to step back, breathe in good oxygen, and calibrate their thermostat. I hope today's conversation leaves you feeling grounded and inspired. Now let's dive into today's topic to engage our minds and hearts in order to authentically lead and create compelling cultures wherever we are in the world. Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome back to the Thermostat Podcast. Wherever you are, however you're coming to the pod today, so glad you are here. Thanks for tuning in to listen. We are in Season 8, over 220 episodes, so thanks to everybody out there who's been a listener from the very beginning, or if you're new to the podcast, welcome in. So glad you are here. My commitment to you, as always, is this will be a place for you to step back, for you to think, and hopefully be filled with some good oxygen for you and your life and work, and certainly for the temperature that you're trying to set with the people around you. So if you'll do me a quick favor before we dive into today's podcast, if you'll take a minute to rate the podcast 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening to, if you'll leave a review in your authentic words, what resonates with you about the podcast, why are these messages worth listening to, and obviously every time you share it, tell colleagues about it at work. Pass an episode on and say, hey, let's listen to this and let's talk about it as a team. Share it on social media. Whatever's authentic for you, every time you do that, that helps the podcast be amplified and reach further and further into the world. And so I thank everybody for doing that today. So on today's quick micropod, we just wanted to jump on real quickly and share some exciting news to report. So I'm very excited to give you this announcement, and so that you can start to mark your calendars and be ready for what is coming this fall. So on today's episode, we are sounding the alarm to everyone out there to save the date for this year's Thermostat Cultures live event that will take place on Friday, November 8th, 2024. Friday, November 8th, 2024. It'll be a hybrid event. Again, there'll be an in-person VIP group in Columbus, limited seating, but a powerful, passionate group of people in person, and also a robust group of people online to experience the day virtually. Pre-sale tickets for both in-person and virtual have begun now, and as always, limited seats are available, but jump on it as you are ready. But the important message for today is to save the date. To save the date, Friday, November 8th, 2024, and jump in on any pre-sale at thermostatcultureslive.com if you're ready. But I'll share a bit more about the event in just a moment on this episode. But before we do that, let's pause, take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Many teams and organizations right now are realizing that they need to do both. They need to engage the minds and hearts of their people in person, where everyone in the room can experience the energy of congregating together and find clarity for the road ahead. And they also need to continue to find ways to engage the minds and hearts of their people virtually, with those who are working remotely or at a distance. So, if you are in the process of planning your next team meeting, company all-hands event, conference, or culture summit, and are looking for support with a powerful keynote speech, facilitated team conversations that are the currency for change, or deeper development on leadership mindset and an intentional strategy for the culture you're trying to create, I hope you'll contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. It is my privilege and our honor to partner with great people to provide support in these areas. We want to breathe oxygen into your leaders and throughout your organization so you can set the temperature you want for your culture. We look forward to connecting with you soon. I hope you'll contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. It is my privilege and our honor to partner with great people to provide support in these areas. We want to breathe oxygen into your leaders and throughout your organization so you can set the temperature you want for your culture. We look forward to connecting with you soon. All right, on this quick micropod today, it's a save the date announcement. Exciting news that Thermostat Cultures Live is going to be on Friday, November 8th, 2024. Again, a hybrid event. I'll say more about that in just a minute. This has been an amazing event. Something that started out just with an idea years ago. I think this coming up one is going to be our, I should stop and think, but I think it's going to be our seventh one of these, sixth, seventh, somewhere in there of these Thermostat Culture Live events that have done. Started years ago with just the ideas. I wanted to gather a group of leaders, of amazing humans all in one room, leaders from across industries, create a space where people can come together, share ideas, and talk about authentic leadership and compelling cultures in the world today. And that has certainly been a very cool and to watch the way that this event has grown. The voices that have joined me over the years, the other amazing thought leaders and people that have just been a part of this has been great. If you check out thermostatcultureslive.com and look at past videos, you're going to see some names and some wonderful people that have joined me along the way. But it's been super, super wonderful. The purpose all along has been, the idea that we all need time and space to step back, to think and breathe. And we all are still developing. And, so we, no matter where you are in your leadership journey, we're all still developing. We all need time and space to calibrate our thermostats each year on what it means to be that authentic leader that we want to be. Even if, we've been successful or feel like we've been doing, fairly well for years in a row, the most effective leaders in the world are the ones that carve out time to really step back and calibrate their own thermostat so that they can help create the compelling cultures for the people on their team and throughout their organization that they lead. So this is a phenomenal opportunity to do that, to carve out some time to get away from your desk, get away from your work, and connect with amazing people and really recalibrate your own thermostat. There's really 5 quick things at this point. There's going to be way more information that's going to come out later this spring and certainly throughout the summer as we announce who the other speakers and people that are going to be joining me at the event will be. At this point, it's just to save the date and really announcing and want people to get excited. But a couple things to share is just, again, it's a hybrid event. There will be a VIP in-person experience in Columbus, Ohio at a very cool venue. If you've seen videos or you've been a part of it in the past, super, super cool place to be and really great to be a part of. So if you can be there in person, again, limited seating, so hold your spot as soon as you can. And also there will be a virtual experience for those that want to join from a distance. We've had great participants from far away that have been a part of this in the past. The other thing I'll just say is that this kind of work, of course, is needed. And there's been so much that's happened over the last few years in terms of the way that the workforce is changing, the way that just our association with work, the remote work, the in-person work, all of those things, the studies that come out, if you've been a part of the series I've just done the last few weeks about trust, that levels of trust within organizations and with leaders is so low. So this is needed, an opportunity for leaders and cultures to really think about and have strategies and develop our thinking around being those authentic leaders and creating those compelling cultures. So we all need kind of the space to step back and breathe. I mentioned that there will be powerful voices joining me. And again, those will be announced later on this late spring, summer time. So stay tuned at thermostatcultureslive.com. But just look at the past group of people that have joined me. Howard Behar, the former president of Starbucks, Shane Battier, 2-time NBA champion, Greg Oden, number 1 overall NBA draft pick, Cameron Mitchell from Cameron Mitchell's Restaurants, Jenny Britton, from Jenny's Ice Cream, Jessica Jackley, who founded Kiva.org, and on and on and on. I can name folks, Ken Boyer from EY, Kevin Clayton from the Cleveland Cavs, all kinds of amazing people that have joined me and been part of this. My researcher and friend Tamara Miles on meaningful work culture. So many great people. I could go on, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting. I'm doing this off the top of my head, but there have been so many great people to join in the past, and I am excited that, again, just trust that there will be another great lineup coming up this fall. The last two things I'll mention to you about the event coming up is that it's not just about coming together and talking and being connected with the networking, the amazing stuff that happens. Those are great perks of the event, but it is about learning and about action and solutions-focused mindsets, and leaving not only inspired, but with tangible next steps to stimulate progress in your life and work. And so I think you'll see that as you participate. And then lastly, I'll just remind you again, pre-sale tickets have already begun at thermostatcultureslive.com. You can check out, again, more information will be coming this summer about the lineup and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to jump on it early, there you go. If you are a company that's interested in bulk tickets, sponsorship opportunities, those kind of things, you can email info@jasonvbarger.com, info@jasonvbarger.com, and we can look at some bulk tickets and or company sponsorship opportunities. We have a number of packages that are available if that's something that would help you do that at a kind of bulk way and really support the event, and also a more economical way. So check that out, info@jasonvbarger.com if you've got ideas, and then stay tuned at thermostatcultureslive.com for the website for more further announcements. So that's it for today. Just wanted a quick micropod to say, save the date, mark it on your calendar, Friday, November 8th, 2024. And I hope, again, this is just a reminder to calibrate your own thermostat. We are the thermostats. Our temperature sets a temperature for the people around us. As always, I leave you with some questions to ponder on this podcast, and so I'll just ask the questions of: do you plan to attend Thermostat Cultures Live on Friday, November 8th, 2024? And if you are, save the date in your calendar, get a pre-sale ticket lined up, whatever that is for you, but at least just make sure that you've got it held on your calendar and engage, join the conversation, and stimulate progress in your life and work. So I hope you'll keep tuning into the future episodes. If you haven't heard the last few, the series we've just done on trust has been really well received. I'd encourage you to dive into that. And then just remember that the best leaders, teams, and cultures on the planet stimulate progress by recalibrating their thermostat together. So step back, remember, be a thermostat, and breathe good oxygen. Thank you for listening to today's podcast, and I hope the messages and questions stimulate positive change along your path. As always, if these messages resonate with you and add value to your life, I hope you'll help amplify them throughout the world. Please rate, comment, and share on whatever podcast or social media platform you're using, and share this podcast with the people in your life or work who should be part of these conversations. That way, this spirit does, in fact, spread. If these messages or developing leaders and culture would be helpful to you and your organization, please contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. And remember, we are all ambassadors for the culture we want to create in our life and work. We have to own the vision we want to be a part of. The future of leadership is you, is me, is us. Be a thermostat.